Hi, this is Cameron back again with another Gimme 10 video. This is a response to Big Star 1000's video thread, which he's done now up to 1989. I'm a little slow to get caught up. This time I'm featuring 1973. As I said before, when I started collecting records in the mid-80s, I concentrated my collection on collecting late 60s, early 70s. 1973 is getting late in my collection from that period, so my representations aren't maybe all the classic albums that a lot of other people have shown, but I still have 10 albums I think are quite interesting. Now the rules I've given myself are a little tighter than what Big Star 1000's done, a little more limiting. So I'm featuring each artist only once, whether it was in a 1970 video or a 1973 video, and it's only my vinyl albums, and it's all regular albums, no anthologies. So to start off with, I decided to feature a band out of Canada that was originally the band Rhinoceros, which was in the States, made up of many Canadians. Now they moved back to Canada in 1972, I believe, and they put out this organ-driven album in 1973 called, the band is called Blackstone, and the album is called On the Line. After that, I want to show interesting glam rock band from England, which has a lot of prog influences because of the electric violin that's featured in the center of its music. This is a band led by Steve Harley called Cockney Rebel, and this is their album Human Menagerie, which came out in 1973. This is a German import that I got in the late 80s. And it has a gatefold. Now, a band that doesn't seem to get much love in the VC, but a band that I've always liked, and they obviously have lots of fans because they've sold millions of albums. I like Eagles, the album Desperado. So it has been overplayed like Hotel California. I still find it a very relaxing album to listen to. So Eagles, Desperado. Next up, some blues rock from Ireland. Artist Rory Gallagher, and the album is Tattoo. So Rory Gallagher had originally been leading a band called Taste, and then when he went solo in the early 70s, he was traveling around the world. I heard he played in my city quite often, but I was too young to go see him at that time. So this is the album called Taste. Famous song is Tattooed Lady. Or pardon me, the album is Tattoo, and the famous song is Tattooed Lady. Another common album, but I still love it. Of course, I'm a Beatles fan, so why wouldn't I love Paul McCartney and Wings, right? So the album is called Band on the Run. Features lots of famous songs. Mine is an early 80s reissue. So the title song, of course, is very famous. Next up, I'm definitely not a heavy metal fan, but I really like hard rock that's based in the sort of Blue Cheer, Black Sabbath range of things. This is a hard rocking German band with a bit of a prog influence. They're from Germany, and the album supposedly was originally issued in 1972 in Germany, but in Canada it wasn't issued until 1973. So that's why I'm featuring it in this video. So it's Night Sun, Mornin. So they have a relentless sound, just driving. Okay, next up, a challenging album for me. I know for some of you this is all common, but for me, I found it difficult to listen when I first listened to it, and then it's really grown on me since then as I've become more familiar. So this is Lou Reed's Berlin. Okay, a do-it-yourself, anarchistic, proto-punk band, bit of psychedelic influence. This is Pink Fairies, Never Neverland. Featured Twink and a well-known Canadian, Paul Rudolph from BC. So he featured on pretty well all of their albums. Next up, another Canadian band. This time a folk rock with a bit of psych influence and a bit of prog influence, but definitely the focus is on the folk rock. This is Ptarmigan. Now, my album says it came out in 1973. But some places on the internet say 1973, other places say 1974. Regardless, it's a great album, and I definitely recommend you listening to it, streaming it on YouTube. Standout track is The Island. And then finally, some of you may know from my previous videos that I'm a very big fan of Terry Reid. I love Move Over, and this is one of his mid-period albums called River. Instead of being so expressive like Move Over, this tends to be a lot more introspective, quieter, but still featuring his wonderfully expressive voice. This is the album Terry Reid, River from 1973. Now mine's a bit of a beaten up copy, but I'm happy to say that I've picked up the 5 CD original album series of Terry Reid, his first 5 albums, and that should arrive soon. And one of my Christmas presents to myself, which I'm sure others of you have been doing as well. It's pretty hard to avoid at this time of the year. Okay, that's it for my 1973 video of Gimme 10. Please leave your comments at the bottom. I'd be interested in hearing what you think about these different bands and albums. And also please subscribe. Look forward to hearing from you and have a good day. Bye-bye.